Hello everyone, my name is Ariana Castillo and today we will be doing Mary Blair Name Castles. This project is from Miss Laura Lee Chambers on her Instagram and on her Teachers Pay Teachers lesson plans. This project was done with the 4th grade level, but you can do this art at any grade level. It can be fun and beneficial for any grade from kindergarten through 8th grade, so let's get started. Now, this is the main artwork that inspired the project. This art is titled It's a Small World original concept art and was done by Mary Blair, and she was assisted by Walt Disney. It was drawn and completed in December in the year of 1964. And as you can see, this art had helped create the red that we all know and love today. Here is a close-up of my finished product that I was able to create when using the lesson plan directions. So for materials, we will need a 8.5 by 11 inches white construction paper. We will also be needing a ruler. I have a plastic one, so it is a bit more flimsy, but I would recommend a wooden one as well. And finally, for colors, any colored pencils or crayons would do. I have the 24 pack of crayons for more variety, and I have the 12 pack of colors for a bit more variety in texture. You will also need a plain pencil just for tracing and sketching. So how does this art project relate to Blair's art? It actually does in 3 major ways. One is concept art ideas and introductions. This art project lets you be able to make your own concept art for the Disney castle, and it allows for a hands-on experience for concept art and sketchings. 2 is patterns. As you can see, Blair used lots of shapes and patterns. It lets you try out patterns, see how they work, and ways to create them. And finally, 3 is color work expression. Look at all these colors. It is so bright, and Disney had expressed that that was one of the most amazing things about Blair's art, and it allows us to use color and color work in our art today. So firstly, I'm going to show you how we can use these materials. I grabbed a plain scratch paper, and firstly I'm going to show you the pressure that can be added on crayons to create lighter and darker shades. So when you add a light pressure, it creates a light shade, and you do a harsh pressure, it creates a harder color. Same concept goes for colored pencils, and they are very similar to regular pencils as well. If you do a light shade, it creates a lighter shade, and it also allows for a bit more control for creating patterns, sketchings, or swirls. I would highly recommend using colored pencils if you are doing this with a younger age group. However, it is completely up to you. Next is a ruler. So I am firstly going to hold the ruler quite tightly since it is a little bit flimsy. And we are going to go to the inches side, since that's the side we will be using. And we are going to go to the very first line near the 1. And we're going to start there. Hold the ruler down for some more control and follow the straight edge all the way down till we get our perfect straight line. Now for the fun part, we are going to start outlining our castle. We are going to be using our ruler and our pencil, and we're going to place it down in the middle of the paper in order to create a horizontal bottom line. Next, we are going to connect this line to a vertical line going up, that which is about 5.5 inches. And next, I'm going to create more jagged edges, so I'm going to create squares on top of the castle, and I'm going to use a 1/2 inch to 1/2 inch to create a square boxy look. And we are going to try and repeat this pattern over and over again to create a castle jagged look on top. I'm going to use a 1/2 inch going vertically and going horizontally, and then going vertically again. Then I'm going to go straight across, create a slightly larger square, and connecting it to a slightly taller edge, since I really want this castle to be quite large and quite big, very similar to Mary Blair's art. And then we connect it finally together with that final line. Next, I'm going to show you the different patterns that we can use as inspiration for Mary Blair's art that we can use in our own castle. I decided that I really loved the colors of the blue, yellow, and the stripes that she had in her color. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to grab our ruler, and I'm going to pick one of the top squares, and I chose the one on the left. And I'm going to make a straight line to create that square. And I'm going to see which colors I would like to pick and what pattern I'd really enjoy to add. So I'm going to grab my colored pencils for this part. And I'm going to get the blue and the yellow. And with that, I'm going to try and see if I can do the stripes of the very top of that art. And I'm going to create a candy cane-like pattern using the yellow and using the blue. I'm going to fill in this yellow. And then I'm also going to fill in the other yellow. And during that white space, you can also fill in the blue. However, it is completely up to you and your creative expressions of what patterns you would like to pick and what colors you would like to do. I am just using Mary Blair's art as an example to see what ideas I can get in creating my castle. Perfect. So now we are going to see, I really enjoyed adding the triangle topper as she has in her art. So I'm going to use the ruler to create sort of a sharp, straight edge for my triangle topper. You can add also other aspects of the triangle. You can also add a flagpole, flags, or even a triangle itself. And for my triangle, I really wanted it to be bold. So I decided to go for a very bright, dark red, as it adds a bit more color and a bit more color expression into the artwork itself. And it is done. So nextly, I'm going to express that you need to color, color, and color. You can use the patterns to create, you can use the squares to create more patterns. In this project, it really allows you to release your inner Mary Blair and be creative with your castle. You can add new ideas of different size toppers, different size flags, different poles, different items, even door arches and window arches I have added before in mine. As you can see, I also added my name, which is highly recommended if you are a bit younger and you want to be more creative with it. You can follow patterns from Blair's art or create your own like mine. I drew hearts, stars, dots. Overall, you have complete creative control of what you would like to do with your art. Ta-da! Here is my final product. This is a super fun and creative art. I was able to work with the little kid inside and enjoy coloring my own Disney castle. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy and enjoy your own Merry Castle.